Hello there, everyone. It is Justin, your Eagle Skipper, here with episode 11 of Journey to the Top, here currently with Darlington FC. Since you were last with me, a slew of games have been played. We started off with a 2-2 draw against Brackley, and that was enough for the board to not call me in and try to discuss my future with the club. But then we went and lost 2-0 at home against Southport, and the only way that I could keep my job was to promise that in a month's time we would be in a better position. And it is now the 15th of May, just 2 days away from that month deadline. And if we come over here and look at our promises page, they are currently pleased with the improvement in our level of performance, but we really need to keep it up. After that Southport game, we lost 2-3 against Alfreton. Charman and Kumlinda scored. They played really nice together. And after that game, I was really thrown for what we needed to do. So I went ahead and switched back to our 4-4-2. And as you can see, that really helped turn things around. Kidderminster's pretty high up in the league. They were fourth when we played them in this game, and we won a 5-4 thriller. Kumwinda scoring 4 goals in that game. Absolutely fantastic stuff. And then we went against our rivals Blythe, and they had a late equalizer in the 75th minute, but then Luke Charman puts away an 85th minute winner. Right after we scored that winner, Henry Kumwinda, who has scored 6 goals in the previous 3 games, pulled his ankle ligaments. He's only out for a couple days as of right now, but he is not fit enough for this match. And after that Blythe game, we had a real selection trouble because we have improved when we went to this 4-4-2, and we didn't have any more strikers that we could call upon. But we brought up our youngster Levi Armantchi, and let me tell you what, this guy, he has been scoring some goals in our under-18s. 43 goals in 29 starts. That's fantastic stuff. We brought him in for this game. We brought him in one other time, but he scored 2 fantastic goals in the 31st and 32nd minute to level us on points. And then Kenyon scored a nice, tidy little finish off a cross from McMahon to put this game away. And so now that brings us to this last game against Gloucester, who are currently sitting 11th in the National League North. We are sitting 10th. It is definitely a must-win. We are only ahead of them on goal difference. So let's look at the team that's going to be facing Gloucester today. We're going to be sticking with Bywater in goal, but this is his last straw. If he lets in 2 goals, I'm switching in Appensall for the next game. We're going to have a back 4 of Gilbert, Seaborn, and Hunt and McMahon. Hunt coming back from injury. This is his first game. Really has taken a toll on him, but Max Broughton picked up a knock. He's able to play, but he doesn't have a lot of energy right now. And in midfield, we'll have Kenyon out on the left, Hatfield and Bird in the center, with Ngumbi playing out on the right, a little bit more of an attacking player. Armantchi is going to be playing as our target man, with Charman playing as an advanced forward. So let's hit continue and get into this match. All right, let's get into the dressing room. Let's pump our fist and tell them to keep our run going, give them some faith, and let's get into this match. Gloucester in their red kits, and we are in the white and black striped kits. You got to keep that in mind as things get going. Unfortunately, they start off with this first highlight. Something that we've been doing early in games is switching to an attacking mentality, but we don't like to, our players don't respond well to starting out the game on attack. So Charman has a nice effort from a good through ball in from Armantchi. But I think after that we'll stick it on attacking, and then as we score goals, we progressively make our mentality more conservative, trying to hold on to our leads. Also, just a different little tactical change. Bird is playing as a deep-lying playmaker on defend. He's a really good ball-winning midfielder, but we just needed some playmaking in the team, and he was our best option for that. As McMahon puts in a corner. Can Levi get on the end of it? No, he can't. And they're coming forward. Gilbert, nice little tackle. Saves that play. And that's the end of the highlight. Let's just shout a little bit of encouragement to the team. Ngumbi is frustrated by that. Okay, that's fine. Go score. 35 minutes gone by, and Bywater kicks it well out, and Kenyon brings that down very nicely. Ngumbi just gets right in between two defenders, and they're on the attack, and they score. That is extremely poor stuff from our center backs. Didn't even look like they wanted to be involved in that. Let's go to our out of possession. Can we have a much lower defensive line? Because there is no speed whatsoever between our two starting center backs. And Gilbert is holding on to the ball decently well, trying to put through a pass to Charman, who was not on the same page, unfortunately. And their keeper's holding and surveying the field, puts in a ball over the top, and McMahon isn't able to streak back to get that. I'm going to give him a little shout, fire him up. He's playing pretty poorly. Undunson has been coming on nicely and putting in good efforts in off the bench, but I have not decided to give him the start over McMahon based on the crossing that McMahon can bring that Undunson doesn't. But their guy gets a little bit of a little shout from the ref, and we have a kick from McMahon. Ooh, so close. I thought that was going in, but he curved it just a bit too far. And speaking of McMahon, he gets in another throw, looking for Ngumbi, puts in another cross, and Charman is able to get a tying goal. Let's drop some encouragement on Armanci and praise on for Charman, because that is exactly what I wanted to see. McMahon really responded well to that little targeted shout. Exactly what I could ask for. And look at McMahon. Nice little throw in. And Charman is indeed onside. Fantastic stuff for his 24th goal of the season. And that was right before halftime. So I'm going to let the assistant coach completely bungle that. Looking at Armanci, he's not playing particularly well. I'm going to make a change here in the 60th minute if he can't pick up just a little bit. And on cue, he wins the ball nicely and is looking forward, wanting Charman to get a run on. Puts in a nice little cross into Charman, and Charman really should have done better for that. Armanci really made that goal happen. But Charman had a little wasted effort. He gets on the end of that clearance, looking like he wants to put in a cross, but their right back, or left back, I guess that would be, is able to dispossess it. McMahon puts in another free kick, wanting to find Kenyon. Jake Kenyon turns his back to the goal and passes it back to McMahon, who's going to want to put in another cross here before too long. Whips it in for Luke Charman, who was offside. Unfortunate stuff. Let's see what sort of changes need to be made at this point in the game. Really nobody playing poorly except for Ngumbi. I don't want to make a change right now. Let's demand more from Henry Ngumbi out on the right. And they have a free kick. Whips it in. Bywater finally collects a pass. Hoofs it forward, and it's not going to run out of play. So Levi, get up there, put on some pressure. Charman comes in to help out. And that's really what we're missing with Broughton in at the back, is his his pace that he's able to bring to the defense. Let's take off on Goombi. Let's bring on Campbell and Dunson. Let's get you on for McMahon. Both people playing okay. McMahon's had a lot of efforts, but hasn't really brought it in, and Dunson gets to show you guys what he's been showing us for the past few games. Already he finds himself in on the action. Kenyon not being marked. They're really daring him to take a shot, and Charman was offside for the follow-up. That's his second disallowed goal. Let's encourage the team because that is really unlucky. I don't even want to see if it was wrong. What can we do to bring something different into this match? Let's take Hatfield off for Wheatley. Confirm this sub. Let it go, but it looks like as that was happening, Charman is able to get on the end of a clearance, trying to find Levi in. Levi is 6'6" and uses his head nicely there to try to put in a cross, but he was fractionally offside. Come on, something from the last waning seconds of the game. Not even a highlight. We definitely deserve to win that match. Charman had a tidy little finish there in the 44th minute. 2 disallowed goals. Very disappointing stuff. Telling them that's something they should have been winning, because it's really true. We really dominated that game, but I'm proud of them nonetheless. We're sitting 10th in the league. There are 2 more games to go going from here, and York has been crowned champions. We are mathematically out of the playoffs, which is unfortunate. What is their head coach performance is a C-. I hope they give me another season or so. Let me skip forward to when that promise goes out, and we can witness that together. And it is the 17th of May in this game, and I did just get an email from David Johnson, our managing director. He says, the board is delighted to inform you that following the promise you made to them, they are now satisfied that you've done your utmost to keep it. Establishing our faith in you as a head coach is vital to your long-term success at the club, and we are pleased to see that you have firmly embraced that. As a result of the improvements you have made as head coach, the board has canceled any plans to relieve you of your role at the club going forward. The board hope you won't give them reason to regret their decision. Thank you very much, Mr. Johnson. I hope so too. And we have 2 games left. I am going to show you this Farsley match. They're 22nd in the league, and hopefully this match can help keep us in 10th place, maybe even push us forward if we're able to get a result against Chorley. But anyways, if you like that episode, I want to encourage you to leave a like, drop a comment, and subscribe if you would like to join us on our journey to the top.